Chiatamo, Oshio. Welcome to the Happy to Be Nappy show, yo. And this show today is about when you're kind to people and they take your kindness for weakness, do not falter. When you let people into your home, when they're homeless, when they don't have anything and you're good to them, watch. Don't watch the beginning of the movie, watch the ending. There's so many women that's in the indigenous communities, and we have kind hearts. And there's so many men on social media preying on the goodness of our women. I'm just here to encourage you, to uplift you, because when people are that mean and negative after you help them, and they go around defaming your name, they go around slandering you, they're needy, they're always needy, they have a con artist vibration, they're just totally negative. Don't worry, don't worry, because the ancestors, the Great Spirit, the Most High is taking care of the whole situation. You don't have to worry about a thing. I would suggest to you to sit in the sun, because the sun is the most powerful thing. Oh, and look, and they're chemtrailing. Look, they're spraying right there. See it? There it goes. Right there. Look, and there's another one that way. So one is going that way and the other one is going this way. Now, JFK said they were supposed to stop spraying because this is very toxic to us and it's poison. There's the other one that way. If I could just zoom in a little more for that one. But you see them, okay? And their whole purpose is to block the sun. But the sun is very powerful. I'm a sun sign, I'm an Aries. The sun is very, very powerful. Very powerful. So I just want to say to y'all, we're going through a wonderful Mercury retrograde. Very, very beautiful. The cosmos are lining up and the planet is doing a purge, is doing a cleansing. Despite it all, don't watch the beginning of the movie, watch the ending. You know what I'm saying? Happy birthday, happy solar return, happy all that good stuff. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Mine's is next Saturday. Today was my great aunt's. She would have been, actually, she transitioned at 102. She would have been now, let me calculate and do the math. She would have been 122. Greetings, greetings. Yes, my subject today is, we help people, we let them in our homes when they're homeless, they don't have money, you help get them a job, you do I Love You More, and we do everything because my tribe, the Hachiotagni Yamasee Creek tribe, means kind and gentle people. So I'm going to continue to be kind, no matter what. And when you're just mean and evil, going around slandering and defamation of character, the Most High, you have to watch what you put out to the universe. You have to watch what you put out to the universe, because it's going to come back to you and it's going to slap you in the face. I watched my daughter's father. He was very abusive to women. He used to get rest in power because he's gone, because finally a woman didn't take his mess and he was threatening her bodily harm, and he ended up having a heart attack, and she just watched him take his last breath. She watched him take his last breath. And, we felt really bad because my grandson was only one. And hi, can you say hi? Chloe, greetings, Chloe, how are you? So, like I was saying, what happens is at that point when the person is being so destructive, demonic, there's a lot of men that have been hurt through their childhood. So they take that pain out on women, and they prey on women on Facebook. And then they pretend that they got this going on, they're gonna do this, they're gonna do that, and they're not really doing nothing, okay? And so a lot of women have been contacting me about Juan Carlos Vasquez Gordy from Atlantic City. He came to our tribe. We took him in. We helped him get a job. We looked out for him, you know. Oh, and your nanny, oh, you have my deepest condolence that your nanny transitioned today. You have my deepest condolences. There's a lot of people that prey on people, but what they don't know, we're in the age of truth for 2,154 years now, and the planet is changing and the frequencies are shifting. So all these people that are doing all these demonic, evil things to women, to people, hurting them, calling us all kind of vicious and malicious name, just with toddler behavior, like you're 58 and you're acting like a toddler, up and down, bipolar behavior, because once you drink, it alternates, and it's very poisonous and it's toxic. Greetings, mystical spirit. And so when you're dealing with people that are toxic, you just have to continue to get the sun. Look at the sun on me. Thank you, son. Although here's another one spraying. Look at this now. Another one coming this way again. See it? There's another one coming. After that one went that way. This one is coming back. And when they're spraying, they're doing this, and JFK spoke about it, and it's really supposed to be a crime, you know. And I really commend this woman that went after they landed the plane. She like confronted them and said, "What you're doing is very toxic." I'm here at the Yahula Miko Indian Trail right here, and right behind me, as you see, is a tree city. This is like a greenhouse, and then there's a and this is what we're going to get ready to do. We're going to get us a greenhouse, the real tribal members, because once we find out that you're not the real deal, we don't let you stay in our tribe at all. We don't. And you see they're starting to grow their stuff right here. See them? They got their pots. They're getting ready to germinate. This is a really lovely greenhouse. It's really lovely, as you can see inside. So they're getting ready because now it's spring. So now we're going to start our watermelon. We're going to start getting all the things that we need to grow our watermelon, because you have to start. If you want to have watermelon by June, you have to start now. And we're about to start. And get the watermelons going so that we can have lots, because when it gets hot, the best thing to hydrate you is watermelon. So this is a Yafala horticulture department, and this is a beehive. Okay, you see what it says? And there's the bees. They're in there. I've been attacked by them before. See, that's the beehive. And so, yeah. And this is the beehive. Caution bees. See them? That's the beehive. Yeah. So what we're dealing with in our community is a lot of mentally ill people. They have a facade. They act like they're about this. They act like they're about that. But they're really not. It's just like they're playing a game to get to you. But they don't know there is a power stronger than their game plan. You know, there's a greater power. And so I just call on my ancestors. I call on the Great Spirit. and the powers of the Most High and the universe, which guides and protects me at all times. And so I go to the sun. There's nothing more powerful than the sun. And this is why they're spraying, because they want to get rid of the sun, and you really can't. Like, there's nothing you can do. The sun is so powerful. I'm a sun sign, Aries. And like I was saying, I was supposed to get married next Saturday on my solar return, 63 years young. Unfortunately, the person revealed their true self with their behavior, very dependent on alcohol, don't really want to work, my culture, we don't live off of women. The man is the provider. He helps. We'll help you. We'll help you get on your feet, but we're not going to let you use us. And then you want to slander, and, it's just really negative. So I know there's a lot of sisters out there. A lot of sisters hit me up on Facebook about this person that continues to go from state to state doing this. But the wicked will perish. As much as I love my daughter father, he was very violent. He was very abusive to women. And he transitioned at 55. He's not here. And he kept basically telling this woman, threatening her that he was going to do her bodily harm. And he ended up having like a heart attack, and she didn't even help him because he was talking very disrespectful and threatening her life. Not everybody's going to give you that pass. Not everybody's going to, feel for you in your mental or drunken, alcoholic behavior. I just want to show you this about this trail. This is that's an old, and your father is very historic, very, very, very historic. And this is the Indian Trail that I'm walking right now. And it starts, I'm going to show you where it starts. This is the Indian Trail. It starts way down there, right? And then it goes way down here. And we're surrounded by water, which is so beautiful. And I always come to the water because we always give homage to the water. Thank you, water spirit. Thank you, water guide. Water is life. We spend 9 months in the womb in a water sack. That's why your water breaks. So water has power. You can speak over the water. You can ask, talk to the water. Like the trees here, I talk to these beautiful trees because the trees are alive and they hear you. They're all coming back now and you can see this water here, but there's another water that has like, I almost muted out. I hit the wrong button. So like I said, people go fishing, people, it's a beautiful place, Eufaula. It's really, really beautiful. It's 2 hours from Tallahassee. It's 2 hours from Panama City, Florida. It's right across the bridge is Georgetown, Georgia. So it's right in the middle, although we're an hour behind Georgia and Florida. And so I'm a tree hugger. And there you go. Tree hugger. Hug a tree. I talk to the trees. The trees are alive. This is one of my favorite places. Like, in the event you are going through any negativity with a negative individual, just go to nature. Go to the trees. I want to show you this as well. This is like really ancient. This is like back in the days. Isn't that beautiful? So nice. So very nice. Hi, I like your dog. You're welcome. My cousin has that same dog. They're so good. They're so sweet. Yes, enjoy your walk. Hi, doggy. Yeah, my cousin has that dog. Yeah, so I'm in nature because nature is healing. You have to become one with nature. Like, although your situation, you feel like you're in a horror movie, it's a nightmare, everything is a lesson in life. And then when you do have these negative entities and individuals in your space, the best thing you can do is tune them out. Like, say less, don't say anything, just listen to high vibrational frequencies. I have frequencies for every day of the week, the night, and you just stay in your zone. Get you a journal, write your thoughts, and you just keep praying them away out of your life. You ask the Great Spirit, the Most High, the Creator, to move them out of your life, to move them away from you, and it will. Like, I've seen it so many times. Now look at the trees. Yes, exactly. And so the trees are coming back because now we're back in spring. Look how beautiful it is. So beautiful. And I'm soon about to approach the water. And like, the water means a lot to me. I'm a fire sign. I'm the sun. I'm the sun sign. And look, there's that chemtrail right over me. And that they do it so that it won't get hot. But at the end of the day, you can't stop the sun. Like, the sun is ancient like myself, you know, ancient. And the sun is healing. It provides so much benefits for you. Like, I love the sun. Like, I make sure I come out and I get the sun every day. Like, when the sun is shining, I'm gonna get my sun. I'm gonna get my sun on. I'm definitely gonna get my sun on. It's a gorgeous day today, because one thing about Eufaula, Alabama, is south. So it's close to, like I said, Florida. So it may be cool in the night and cool in the morning, but like 11, 12 o'clock, it's like 70 something degrees. It's like, you see, I have a t-shirt on, because it's warm. And then the elders, they come here and they walk, because every time you walk, you put in 20 years on your life, 20 beautiful, gorgeous years on your life. Walking is so, so good for you. And once you walk, you're going to feel better about yourself. Hey, how you doing? Have a great weekend. Okay, you do the same, okay? Thank you. Love you guys. See? And this is why I love this small town. The people are friendly. I don't listen to people saying, oh, people are racist. No, no. Some people are ignorant if they're judging you by your skin color. I'm American Indian. This is my land. My ancestors always been here. We've always dwelled here. So I don't listen to that. I judge people by their character, like Martin Luther King said, by their character. You see those people, they were elders, they were so nice. The other girl with her dog. I know this whole town. They love me, they know I'm American Indian, they respect me. Now here's a great place that I want to show you real quick on my, make sure I'm not putting the mute, because sometimes I can hit the mute by accident. And this is right here where people come, they get their boats and they go out in the water. A lot of people go fishing. Some people dock their boats there. It's just really wonderful, as you can see over there. Like, Eufaula is surrounded by water. Like, so beautiful. And see, there's a boat going by. You can hear them in the water, because it's a gorgeous day. And this is Eufaula Yacht Club. So the yacht club people come here and they get their boats and they go out. As you can see, this tree, some of the trees have been coming down and stuff. And this is one of my favorite places here, that I come and I sit and I meditate, because meditation is like, you see spring, this trees coming back. And, it's one of my favorite places. And I usually come here and I sit and I meditate. Like, I totally meditate right here. This is a creek that was running, see, and it's back running. Yeah, this is the creek right here. This beautiful creek, as you can see. And then if you go across this little bridge here and you go through here, I'm going to show you. There's no deers over here. I never saw a deer. But I want to show you what's here. These are like almost stairs. Okay. Follow me in my beautiful journey. You know, I'm a goddess and the Most High got me at all times. So, let's see. Okay. More stairs. Okay. And it leads me right here. This is the path. And right here is where a lot of people, ancestors are dwelling. Right here. And they have a lot of my family names here. Like a lot of my family names are here at this cemetery. You wouldn't know unless you walked it. See that? So this is the trail if you're walking through. I am nature girl, so I'm always walking through nature. Did you see that? Okay, yeah. So now I'm going to take you so you can see the water. I'm a adventurous person. I've been all over the world. Asia, Europe, Africa, Central America. Now I'm going to go to South America to visit my beautiful brothers and sisters there in Peru. Shout out to Chief Maya. We're working on a documentary to tell our story. Shout out to the president of Mexico who acknowledged the Afro Mexicans as the indigenous people of that land. And, you know, we always knew, like, I'm the indigenous people of this land. So we always knew. Now I want to show you guys so you can see. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can just basically see. See that? See that water? We're surrounded by water. And once I walk, like I said, walking puts 20 years on your life. What it does, if you're going through any stress, going through any heartache, going through any negative energy, go for a walk and walk in nature because the trees have a frequency and a vibration. Once you hug a tree and take your shoes off and you hug that tree, you are creating a 777 frequency. That's right, a 777 frequency. You and the trees have become one. I'm always talking to the trees. The trees is my best friend. Woo, woo, woo. That is up, that is up. I love the trees. I love the sun. I love nature. And so look down here. And look at that. And so they just coming back from winter. So a lot of them are gonna wake up and they're gonna feel better. They're gonna be blossoming. Hi guys, how are you? Good. And you're gonna see it's gonna be like next time I come through here, it's gonna be so many leaves, you know. And I'm really happy you guys are checking it out. So now I'm about to approach the water, okay? We're about to approach the water. And like I said, water is life. And through this trail, what I meant to show you, and I have to show you, because it's very imperative that I show you, there's different places for you to stop and work out. It's a fit trail as well. See that? You know, and so you would basically walk on this. You'd walk on this, and you'd basically set this here a second as I get my head wrapped together. And this is a beautiful t-shirt made by Muhammad of Aaliyah, who they said now was taken out because of Beyonce and Jay-Z. That's a whole nother story. Okay, but this is a balance, and you just walk on here and you balance, you balance, you balance, you balance, you balance, and that's what you do. It's a balance walk. You walk forward to the end of beam, return to starting point by walking backwards along the beam. And so they have a lot of fitness trails. You know, I'm really fit. I'll be 63 next month, and I love walking. I do squats every day. I do push-ups every day. I work out every day, okay? And I love to get my walk on. Now watch this. You're going to see it's so beautiful. And I love nature, and I love the beauty of nature. And here's the water, guys. We're coming up to the water. As they say in England, water, water, agua en español. Yes. So you hear the birds, so beautiful. You can even hear the boats. Okay, here we go. You can hear the boats. There's a lot of people with their boats because it's such a great day. And this is what I love about it, because by the time March comes, like this is going to the end of March, oh my gosh. Last year I was in Guatemala. I had the best time ever for my 62nd. And I'm going to be in Panama City for my 63rd. And you can see them. Look, I'm going to zoom in. Look, all these people on the water. See them? Everybody's on the water. They're fishing. They're over there chilling. There's another boat going back that way. But it's how beautiful it is. This is how beautiful it is. Like so freaking beautiful. I tell you, this isn't beautiful. And over there fishing. Yeah, we're gonna get us a boat, my tribe. We're gonna get us a nice boat. And we're gonna go out and we're gonna have a great time. Because life is about being enjoyed. And let me tell you something. Don't let nobody steal your joy. No matter how negative they are, no matter how malicious they are, want to name, slander your name, they're basically talking about themselves. That part. I'm gonna wave to them. They look so good. You saw them wave back at me, right? You guys saw them wave back at me. Just making sure, because it's so sunny, that I'm not putting you guys on mute, because sometimes I have a tendency to do that. Yeah. This is who our people were. They were fishermen. You see them brothers down there? They're fishing. This is the lifestyle here in your father. Look at that. Look at that. This is the scenery. Look at this red bird right here. See that red bird? There's bluebirds. See that red bird taking off? There's a big old bird there. Look how beautiful it is. It's like I love coming here. Once I walk here, it's like everything negative dissipates. It's like gone. Any negative energy somebody cast at you and threw at you is gone, because you've come into nature, and Mother Nature absorbs all that negative, especially hugging a tree. Like I get my tree hug on. When somebody's like totally negative, I hug a tree so hard. And I ask the tree to take all that negativity away from me, and the tree does that. That's what trees do. They take away the negative energy from you, and you don't have to carry that. But those people will reap what they sow. Look at those people. Show you. Zoom in a little bit. And the water, it's just like, I'm always like, thank you, water, spirit. Thank you, water, guy. Water is life. Thank you, water. So I'm like so happy for the water and all the energy that the water brings. And you have to know that no weapon formed against you is going to prosper. They may think they're going around lying, talking about you like a yard dog. Watch what happens. Remember, don't watch the beginning of the movie. Watch the ending. That's the best part because you're going to see them. Oh, look at this. Thank you, water spirit. Thank you, water guy. Water is life. Water is life. Water is life. Thank you, water. See that? And it's so beautiful. Like so beautiful. I love this trail so much. It gives me so much peace and joy and tranquility. Because once you walk in nature, you at peace with yourself. It's just a beautiful, beautiful thing to do. You know, like you just don't let people steal your joy. Look at that, all the way up to there. It's just like beautiful. And as we walk up, there's a house right here coming up where they're right here. You know, I really don't like to be on top of the water because water rises and you don't know. I'm not going to think for this water. It's at one time there's all kind of alligators, seeing them all the time. I didn't. There used to be all these elephant heads plants, but they never came back. I guess the winter washed. I used to always go by and look at them. But here's the water, guys. Isn't it beautiful? Okay, there's that boat that you heard before. It's coming back. Here's some more people. You know, they're living a good life. This is a good life here. You know, it's similar to Miami. Look at that. Look at that. Okay? Look at that. So nice. So beautiful. See that? They're docking over there. See them? They're docking. You know? And this is Eufaula, Alabama. It's a really small town, and but it's beautiful. Okay, let me show you some more. Let me get it back to normal. Okay, it's back to normal. And then this is the house that I was telling you about. See that? And this house sits up here, right across from the water. See that? Beautiful house. Beautiful view. Okay? This is Eufaula, Alabama. They're over there fishing. Everybody loves to fish here. They love to hunt. As you can see, more people over there. And so, for some reason, they closed this part off. It usually be open, and you can walk all the way down. But maybe they're working on something. I don't know. But look at this. Okay. See that? Zoom in a little bit for you so you can see the house. Okay. So I'm a very adventurous person. I go on great journeys. I'm a nature girl. I love nature. I love to be one with nature. Yeah, so they cut this off for some reason. I'm not sure what reason, because normally we can walk all the way to the other end. I'll find out. Look like something happened. Oh my gosh, look like something happened. There's a yellow for that one, for that boat. Look at that. Trying to see what this sign says. Oh, construction. They're doing construction down there. They're doing construction. Okay, it makes sense. They're doing construction, and this is why I do not enter, because they're doing construction. Okay, and as you can see, it's very beautiful. And there's houses over there as well. If you look, there's houses up in there. It's really beautiful. It's very, very beautiful. You see, they got to turn around with their bikes. You see, they came to ride through. but they got the surprise I got. There he is in the boat, chilling. That is so freaking nice. I just love it. I love it. I really love it. I really, really love it. So my beautiful people, here in cyberland, here in cyberspace, you got to see my journey. Look how beautiful it is. The boat's taking off. They're riding back their bikes because they had to turn around. So this was a great journey. This was a great walk. You know, I love walking. Walking is so healing and meditative. Like whatever you was upset about, you are not, because you gave it to nature, and most important, you gave it to the trees. Once you hug that tree, all that negativity is gone from you. It is gone, gone, gone. So I love this walk. And I just want to tell people, there's a lot of people that have been helping people, because as you know, in this country, a lot of people became homeless. A lot of people became homeless. And some people are homeless because they don't know how to live with people, and they're just very selfish, and they have a lot of hate inside of them, and they're living from their past, like their childhood. You know, you got to get all that childhood. If you were poor and didn't have food when you were younger, give thanks that you got food now. That's your past, you know? That's your past. You know, that's your past. You know, like my dad says, leave the past in the past. He was like, live for right now. Look how beautiful this is, guys. Look at that. That's that house right there. They have a little nice bench where you can just sit. You can just sit right here and just look at the water. So I'm sitting here, and this is a great view for me to sit here and look at the water. Okay, here's another one coming. Look at that one. You can hear them when they're coming. See that? Everybody has boats here in Eufaula. All my neighbors, my tribe, the Hachinotakni Yamasee Creek tribe, we're going to get ours. We're going to go out. We're going to enjoy life. Life is about being enjoyed. It's not about all this drama people want to bring into your life, and all you did is help them. Once you help somebody and you see the true them, it's okay. The Most High, the Creator, the Great Spirit, the ancestors will remove them from your life. You don't have to do anything. It's another bench. As you're walking, you can sit here and get a good view from over there. See it? Yes, Eufaula, Alabama is surrounded by water. Very beautiful. Look at that. So beautiful. Sometimes I come through here, I ride my bike. We go bike riding. It's just so beautiful. So beautiful. Yeah. This is the best thing you could do. It gives you 20 years on your life. Who don't want 20 more years? That's like I'm going to be 63 on next Saturday, right? And so me walking all the time, because y'all saw me walking in Miami all the time. That's 20 more years on my life. So that's like 93. And then all the other times, I'm going to be 100 and something. Because shout out to my great aunt, Dada, who lived to be 102. Then we have another family member that she ended up living to 105. Then we had another family member that lived to 106. So we have longevity in our family. And if they never go to the doctor and take all that poison, they would be living like they used to, 125, 135. See, I'm a holistic practitioner, so I do healing holistically, plant-based, by exercising, which I'm doing, getting fresh air, what I'm doing, eating healthy and natural, okay? And of course, thinking positive thoughts. So that's why when people get all negative and start being really negative with you, you don't have to do nothing. Just give it to the universe, to the great spirit, to the universe, to the ancestors. Just give it to them. Let them handle that. That's not your job. Once you have been kind and gentle, which is the meaning of the Hachi노taki Yamasee Creek tribe, means kind and gentle people, you don't have to worry about anything because they're going to be handled. You know, you don't have to do anything. Like I always say, don't watch the beginning of the movie. Feathers up, feathers up. Watch the ending. The ending is the best part. And I've seen it happen so many times because my grandmother, rest in power, Coralie Cheney, my mom said they used to call her Robin Hood. She used to wear a hat with feathers in her hat, and she used to always help people. She used to always take them in. She was like an amazing woman. She was like so amazing. And look at the boats out there. Look at the boats, y'all. There's one. There's another one. And then the other one is right. Let me go over here so you could see it. Right there. So this was my journey through the Indian Creek Trail. Yahulu Miko, Chief Yahulu, he looks just like me. This has been a great journey. You don't really have to walk. Run. You shouldn't run on concrete. Like I ran track and we ran on grass, we were on a track field because if you come people I see they run through here you're doing so much abuse to your knees. Like it's not good. So don't do it, guys. Walking is better. And I'm the type, I'm always doing grounding. I'm always walking barefoot, getting that soil, getting that energy from the sun. The sun is very powerful. This is why you saw in this video three chemtrails. One going that way, one going another way, and then another one coming back this way. And they're going to reap what they sow. The wicked shall perish, and the humble and the meek will inherit the land. That part is so beautiful. And I just want to give thanks to everybody that tuned in. Shout out to all the birthday people that came on this feed. I'm 7 days later. Yes, and it's going to be like 77, 78. That's going to be a great day. I'm going to make sure I get in that water at Panama City Beach. I'm so used to Miami Beach. Lived in Miami for a great while. I'm originally from New York, Manhattan, Harlem, which was owned by Old Dirty Bastard. Shout out, rest in power. His great-grandfather sold Manhattan for trinkets. We have been so ancient to this land. And shout out to the President of Mexico. She's the one initiated by saying the Afro-Mexican are the original sovereign people of Mexico. It's like here, and then Fiji, and all these other places. They have a lot. The whole world has people who look like me all over the world. And then they started saying, we are the sovereign original people of our land. In Guatemala, in Honduras, shout out to my daughter's great-great-grandfather from La Ceiba, Utila. Shout out to all my people in Panajachel and Chichicastenango, en Guate, a Guatemala. Muchísimas gracias por todo, mi gente, mi amor es para siempre. I've been going to Guatemala my son will be 34. Yeah, he was born 1990. Yeah, so he's going to be 34. And I've been going there. Yeah, so, yep, it's all good. Matter of fact, he's going to be 35. He's 34 now. He's going to be 35. So, yeah, Guys, this was a great walk. I feel so much better because when you help people and take them in and they're so negative and disrespectful, you have to let that energy out. And the best thing is say less. Don't say a word. Let the universe, let the Most High, let the Great Spirit, let the Creator, let the ancestors handle that negative spirit. So you see this tree here? I'm gonna come down on one of my favorite places and I'm gonna hug this tree. Hug this tree, and hugging this tree. Hug a tree and take all the negativity away from me. Tree, thank you so much for giving me positive energy. Much gratitude to this beautiful tree. Always hugging a tree, you know, got to. Hug a tree, honey. Trees we are connected. The trees which give us air, give us oxygen. This is why we're breathing. If we cut down the trees, like they were cutting down the rainforest, the people were in an uproar because we need our trees. We need the trees. And they just cut down some trees here recently. You can see where they cut down all those trees there. What they're doing there, I don't know, but they cut a whole bunch of trees down, you know? And as you can see, there's a lot of trees. Look how beautiful this is. So you got to see the Indian Trail, how I walked through it. And I'm feeling so much better, so much positive, getting that sun between the sun and the trees and the walk. I am so happy and elated. Look at that, guys. And now, like this tree right here is starting to get its leaves. And as you see, there's the chemtrail right there, right through the sun. You see it for yourself. If I send this to JFK, he'd be like, look at that, okay? I have evidence. I always tape them. And you guys do the same thing and send them to JFK. We got to stop them. This is criminal. Those chemtrails is poison, what they're doing to us. I've never seen a bunch of vicious and malicious people that want to harm humanity. You know, the people that's here, we're minding our business, we're growing our food. That's what we want to do. We're growing our food, that's what we're doing. You know, we're getting ready for our spring. We got our little greenhouse coming so we can germinate all our stuff. And once we germinate everything, then we put it in the ground. Because that's what the greenhouse is for, to germinate it. So you don't have to put them in those little plastic bags and put a little paper towel and water. No. Get a little greenhouse. They're so nice. They're affordable. And we start to put a table and we germinate them and we get them right. So yeah, this has been, look how beautiful this is. I love nature. Look at that. Look at that. I love nature. So I'm gonna speed up my walk, as I'm also a speed walker, because I definitely want you to see the beginning of the trail. And you need to get the heart to beat. If you want to live longer, you need to get, your heart is the same size as your fist. This is the size of my heart right there. That's my heart. And so it has to pump. Most people are not. They're not getting that pumping. Here's another one, which is really great. Part of the Fit Trail. Look at that. That's a body raise. And they show you exactly how to do it. So there's no reason for you not to work out, not to be healthy. It's because you don't want to. You know, you just don't want to. So I'm going to speed it up so you can see more. Hi. How you doing? That's great. Yes, a lovely day here today. Look at the trees. So beautiful. So beautiful. like amazingly beautiful. And I'm walking pretty fast, guys. I'm from New York, so we walk fast. People tell me here, slow down. And this is an old rock. Old rock, as you see, that tree came down. And there's a man there with his dog, but his dog better stay still, you know. And he's calming the dog down. He's calming the dog down. Please calm that dog down. How you doing? All right. I see your dog is a little pissed off.
No, he's just protective of me.
All right, but I'm not nowhere near you.
Yeah, anything move, he'll let you know he here.
Oh, that's good. You enjoy. Yeah. So you see, we're almost there, guys. We're almost there. I got like another about 5 minutes to walk. Oh, here's another one. Show you another. Look. There's no reason for people not to work out and exercise, you know? And your health is your wealth, and your wealth is your health. You know, you are what you eat, and you are your thoughts. If you're going around wishing negative thoughts on people, calling them evil, this, that, the other, calling them all kind of curse words and negative things, and those people have helped you when you had nobody and you had nowhere to go, you're not going to have a good ending. You're not. And I've seen it so many times. So you guys out there, continue to be great. Continue to do great things. Even though you help somebody and they don't show an attitude of gratitude and they're not grateful, that's on them. That's not on you. So look, here's another one. And I love doing these. That gets oxygen to the brain and it helps your hair grow. Very good. And look, small steps make big steps. That's what I'm talking about. So I don't really want to run with the camera, but I think I am. Just a little bit. I told y'all, no, I'm not going to run because I don't want to run on this. I could run on the grass. Like I'll run on the grass. I don't want to run on that hard concrete. I run on the grass because it's not good for your knees at all. I used to run track. Shout out to my coach, rest in power, Mr. Peterson. He was the greatest coach in Brooklyn. Took us out the hood. We were in the projects and he changed our lives so we didn't get caught up in that scenario of children that get into the streets and get negative and stuff like that. He made sure that we ran track. We ran Colgate at Pratt Institute. And my mom kept us into sports, into positivity. I jumped double dutch. We jumped double dutch every day. Shout out to Cypress Hills Project in Brooklyn, East New York. We don't eat no pork. Yeah, I had a great thing. So we're right here to the Indian Trail. As you enter, and I'm gonna show you right now. And I'm running on the grass. I'm running. I ran track, so it's nothing for me to run. Girl fit at 63 years young. And I know people younger than me talking smack and they are unhealthy. They don't exercise. Here's another one. That stretch. Okay. That's the Alabama Birds Trail. This is more and more. And here I am. This is the beginning. Yahulumiko Indian Trail. Don't we look alike? Don't we look alike? Feathers up. Woo! So Yahulumiko, let me show you again. Indian Trail. Well, and this is one more. Yahulumiko Walking Trail. Steps to better health starts today. 3 miles. So I did it. I showed you. Much gratitude, much love and light. Continue to do great things and love yourself so others can love you. And the topic is don't worry about once you're helping people from the goodness of your heart and they give you their behind the kiss and they show you their true colors, watch the ending of that because that's not a good karma. And this is another beautiful tree that I'm going to hug before I end this live. I love this tree. This is very important too. This is how Eufaula became incorporated, the Lower Creek village of the Eufaula Indians, which is my ancestor, antedating 1733. Early white settlers began moving into the village called Eufaula in 1823. Irvington charted 1832 and renamed Eufaula in 1843. Hub of a prosperous plantation region with thriving river trade, many antebellum homes remain as signs of its wealth and culture. After becoming inland port in 1963, I was born in 1962, industries began locating here. So that is the history. You read it about our ancestors. We was always here. And I'm gonna hug this tree, hug a tree, tell a tree you love them. This was a great journey. And if you're looking how to find me and buy my products, here I am. Hachinotagni, Yamasee Creek Tribe, happytobenappy.com. I'm a notary here in Eufaula, Alabama. We are the Creek people, and we are doing great things. Peace and natural hair grease, much love and light. And thank you so much for hanging out with me today on my journey in the Yahulu Miko Indian Trail. Peace.